if you got a conclusion that somebody did something, why are you the person to put that conclusion out there? You're not getting paid for it in the detective realm. You know what I mean? Maybe it's good content, but you have to understand you're affecting everybody else's lives. And it goes back to my point with this situation and everybody blaming us for the unaliving of Big U's son, right? A couple of hours after that happened, you know, I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community. I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was unalive, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community.
Yo, I think all these niggas work for the police. I'm not gonna lie. That gotta be the only answer. And I'm dead serious.
I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper.
It's still a feeling that you love to hate. Don't hesitate to put in work just to get this paid. And all this talk about food, I guess I need a plate. And once the trap house boom, I guess I flip a state to get this rape. Money violent like a Miz and Rafe. Half a brick of yay. My firework like Independence Day. Spark a split for haze. Niggas learn from that chink shit. Now my shooters move around, we moving Brinks whips. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, from a hard block. I need a beat with a hard knock, flipping hard rock. Need a coupe with a hard top or a hard drop. Pull it out, they be all shocked. Watch they jaw drop. My niggas crazy, but we optimistic. Cause I remember days I didn't have a pot to piss in. Somebody tell these pussy niggas I'm the best that did it. Your boy Dag, fire plane, that's the best description. Motherfuckers, yeah.
I just want the paper. I just want.
But let's look at the goddamn nasty salamander man. Oh my soul. Just go ahead and get you an even cut, champ. We don't need the man-made veil, champ. Oh my soul. I thought last time we seen Gumby, he had the hair yarmulke.
Your community has been getting a lot of backlash from people like, from the bloggers. I've seen it on the blog. And Hefe, don't care nothing what the checks say. Compton Rick Rock. Just has been getting a lot of backlash from people like, from the bloggers. I've seen it on the blog. And Hefe, don't care nothing what the checks say.
Don't care about
Compton
nothing.
Rick Rock.
Compton Rick Rock. See? And Compton Rick Rock was mad at me, champ. You mad at me, champ. Don't be mad at me. You did this shit with Smack. I called you out for the shit you did with Smack, bro. How you said Smack bought the Rico on the Hoovers and all that. Don't be doing that, bro. That's false information.
Just everybody in the Los Angeles, from the bloggers. I've seen it on the blog. And Hefe, don't care nothing what the checks say. Compton Rick Rock. Just everybody in the Los Angeles community is steady bringing up your community. First off,
I'm trying to be, look, we already talked about this off camera, so I'm trying to not do anything or say anything and saying that would be considered aggressive. But at this point, like, this shit
is like a real life cricket. Oh my soul. This is the face of a that smokes Swisher Sweets, champ.
It is just stupid at this point. All of these different bloggers, I'm saying, like, everything that goes on in California and LA, the Hoovers don't do it, bro. Everything. I don't give a what it is. When PNB rock, all the Hoovers, everybody. We like the California boogeyman. Anything that happened in this state, they blame on us, bro. Now, they reported, oh, well, he got killed in Hooverhood. That is not our set. That is not. Anybody that's familiar with gang culture and areas know that area is not our area. That area is actually called Pimp Central, right? This what's the rap dude name? Sad, what's his name? Big
Pimp Central is diabolical. I ain't gonna lie. It sound like that whole area smells of piss and sadness on my soul.
Just because he got killed on Figueroa don't mean that was our set. Even though we got a nice little stretch of set that a stretch of land that on Fig that do run through our community. That
niggas said we got a good stretch of land. Y'all niggas don't own no land over there. But continue. Why you talking like Sammy Davis though? Oh my soul. Why you got that Sammy Davis Why you got the crooked John, champ? It just looks diabolical to me. It look like your teeth hurt. It's like you got a bad toothache. On my soul. You're not trying to anger the rest of your teeth on the left side, champ. I'm just watching the gangbangers tell and correct other gangbangers for doing shit they wasn't supposed to do, right? So even if Hefe said what he said, and these people, like, it's a phone call, but we watching Osmosis Jones call out live, which I like, champ, right? Because Hefe needs to be called out. Compton Rick Rock needs to be called out because he is making nasty content right now, champ, for real.
And being the fact of surrounding the facts that he walked to the car before he was shot, that leads me to believe that he knew the persons or the people.
I ain't gonna lie, right? If that information is known, that means that somebody is already telling, which means none of y'all need to say anything, champ. But I'm just gonna watch and I'm gonna react, champ. On my soul, you like a salamander, champ, and I'm gonna react.
I'm not going to no car I don't know on Figueroa.
This is what I'm saying. This story
I might run on Figueroa. What? Cool. They don't no car I don't know on Figueroa.
This is what I'm saying. This story
I might run on Figueroa. What?
On my soul. That shit look crazy, boy. So you mean to tell me you only got a mohawk only in the front quadrant of your dome? On my soul. The frontal cortex is the only place that has the Gumby, champ, the hair yarmulke with the Gumby, the hair island, champ, with the Gumby, champ. It's crazy. Look at this shit, man.
I'm pretty sure this is Big U's son. He's not going anywhere unarmed. He's not going anywhere where, even if he was with a they're trying to say he was with a broad, and the broad backdoored him, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm pretty sure he's well abreast of gang politics and gang area. So he went anywhere unarmed. So who was with him? Why would he walk to the car if he didn't know the people? So that leads me to believe that he was backdoored.
Y'all is ill, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Maybe I guess what gangbanging was is not what it really is, bro. I thought y'all was radical street. I thought y'all was like, you know what I'm saying? Like the regular street code. I thought y'all went by that times 10. But y'all not, bro. Y'all niggas would try to point the finger in directions of crimes that's unsolved and all that. You came on here talking about people was pointing fingers at the Hoovers, and now you pointing fingers at the goddamn Rolling 60s, champ. Or whoever was his friend that was there with him. It's nasty work, bro. Nasty work, bro. Like a baby rooster on my soul. I think he was backdoored, bro. Why are we giving out, bro, chill. Chill, bro.
Why wouldn't you blame your enemy? Why wouldn't you? That's a great strategy. I believe my community probably have employed that situation in a few situations as well. But at the end of the day, what you have is, first off, the first thing out of the mouth is a lie. Let's just wait a few more days and see how it come out. Because
yes, let's wait a few more days, bro. Let's wait a few more days, bro. What's wrong with y'all? Yo, it wasn't my set. I think it was the 60s that did it, though. But they just trying to blame us. That's crazy work.
See, what ended up happening is when he unfortunately lost his life, and understand something, yes, we are rivals, but I don't agree with anybody losing their life. You know what I'm saying? And my community, we're in a...
Y'all not rivals in basketball and baseball and sports and shit like that. Y'all not rivals in chess and badminton. Y'all is rival in the streets. Y'all life rivals. Oh my soul. Don't try to sweeten the pot now. Bro, y'all doing a lot, man.
Bitter war with the whole community, with every other community right now.
Y'all doing a lot.
I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's tit for tat. The shit ain't right, but it make us even. You know what I'm saying? Not saying about this situation, because like I said before, we didn't have anything to do with this situation.
So what are you talking about?
The shit ain't right, but it make us even. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, if you put a camera in front of people, they will say too much. If you put a camera in front of people, they will say too much, champ.
You got to understand, everybody that's on these internets, Rick Rock, Compton Rick Rock, all these other people, they have influences, outside influences. They're not just independent reporters. Understand that. All these dudes have been from a hood, have gang bang, have some type of gang bang influence. And a lot of those influences are against my community. So you can't believe what these people are talking about. Like, everybody, even Flacco. We don't even know what the he didn't even, we don't even know who this dude is. He didn't win in Sephora to name one of my nephews the prime minister. Like.
That was a very nasty and disgusting roach face. I'm not gonna lie.
If you got a conclusion that somebody did something, why are you the person to put that conclusion out there? You're not getting paid for it in the detective realm. You know what I mean? Maybe it's good content, but you have to understand you're affecting everybody else's lives. And it goes back to my point with this situation and everybody blaming us for the unaliving of Big U's son, right? A couple of hours after that happened, you know, I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community. I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was unalive, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community. A couple of hours after that happened, you know, I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community.
Yo, I think all these niggas work for the police. I'm not gonna lie. That gotta be the only answer. And I'm dead serious. That was crazy. I think his community or somebody else's community. What? I'm not affiliated with no gang at all. I'm cool with a lot of dudes though. But I'm a real street bagel, champ. Certain things, you know you're not supposed to say, bro.
You know, I guess this community or somebody community was upset. It was saying we had a few different shootings in our community.
Wow.
Saying nobody was unalive, thank God. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, everybody got to be safe out here, man. I'm saying certain precautions that we all need to take, especially as black men, first and foremost. You know, we're all from different communities, and everybody community don't go together. You know what I'm saying? They don't mesh. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you feel you have to go to one of your ops, as they say, your ops communities, you have to take extra precaution. You know what I mean? And this situation was unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? As were, you know, all the other tragic situations, you know what I'm saying, Africa, you know what I'm saying, and all the other people that we lost in our community, you know what I'm saying? So this situation is kind of, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I can't really feel their pain. They didn't feel our pain, no matter who did it, who, you know what I mean? That's not the point. The point is that we also done lost.
Yo, you are not smart, sir. You are not smart. Your goal was to come on here and make it seem like it wasn't a retaliation. People don't know what they talking about. Know what I mean? Stop blaming us. But instead, you've told a couple of times, bro. You're making it seem like it maybe could have been a retaliation. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like the more he lets you talk, the more you spin this web, champ. On my soul.
I mean, and our community has been hurting for, you know what I'm saying, a little while right now. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I could feel empathy for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that that black men, I was raised in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different outlook for me. You know what I mean? I don't see every black man as my enemy. I don't see that. You're only my enemy if you're my enemy. And that means you're doing something to hurt me or mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much a prison rule. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in prison. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I pretty much
Grew
live
up
my
in
life.
prison.
You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
have friends
all
from
right.
rolling 60s, friends from 9-0. I got friends, childhood friends, people I've known forever. And I wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't directly advocate, you know what I'm saying, my nephews or anybody that's from our community going to do something to them. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yo, bro, we've gotten to the point, right? At least on this internet shit, where as long as did it's a couple of years in jail, your word is like you just go like it's nasty work. I grew up in jail, yeah. So we shouldn't be really listening to you then, right? But we're gonna let you pop your pills, champ. We're gonna let you pop on here and talk and get yourself wound up in a situation.
not what I advocate. I advocate if they do should happen to bring their ass over here, you be ready. That's all. And the same for them. You know what I mean? Like literally.
You don't have any empathy for the. Well, you said you had empathy,
Of
but you
course.
didn't. You couldn't feel they pain, even though you did time with Big U. Like y'all did time together.
Of course. Yeah. I did a lot of time with a lot of different people. But I mean, I could feel empathy for him, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, my community comes first, just like their community comes first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still trying to deal with the tragedies that happen in my own community.
Right.
My nigga back to smoking goddamn Black and Milds, champ. No more big dookie, nasty glizzy blunts. You back to smoking goddamn Brack mixed with Black and Milds, champ. On my soul. Nasty goddamn work.